Hi friends, it's Mari here today with another episode of Tried, Trendy, and True. Today I'm going to be working with a kit, and the kit I'm going to be creating with is this beautiful kit you can see here. This is the Joyful Holiday Card Kit from Gina K Designs. This kit is absolutely packed. You can see there's 3 different stamp sets. There's a huge number of dies in this set. There's 8 pieces of cardstock. There are some printed sentiment pieces here, as well as a bunch of dies that cut those sentiments out. This is just an incredible kit, an incredible value. And I just wanted to talk today about working with kits and show you how I used this particular kit for a card making project. I also worked in the winter window die set from Gina K. I wanted to use that oval window die that you can see here for the focal point on the front of my card. And I really wanted to use this sweet little penguin themed set. This is so adorable and whimsical. I just love this so much. And I just thought these paired really well together for creating that little focal point for the front of my card. So that's what I was going for when I was working on and planning this project for working with this kit. Now, what I wanted to do to start off with is to take a top folding A2 size card base and cut that window out of the front of my card. So what I'm doing here is just taping that die onto the front of my card with some low tack tape. I wanted to leave enough space at the bottom for a sentiment or some details. And so there you can just see that I've got that all die cut out now. And what I really wanted to do here is to create a little bit of a scene inside of that oval window shape in the front there. So I'm going to stamp out a couple of the stamps from that stamp set, this sweet little penguin and this little gift. And I'm going to use my Copic markers to color in these little images. Now, I did stamp these out with some Copic friendly ink, and I'm just going to do some really basic coloring here with my Copic markers. Now, what I see as the huge value in working with a kit is really within that kit you have everything that you really need. And I feel like the kit idea has been around for a really long time. I mean, when I think back to my crafting sort of lifespan, my life as a crafter, I sure have worked with kits for a long, long time, and I love it. I like working with scrapbooking kits. I love working with card making kits or little DIY kits that you can pick up, little make and take kits. So much fun. And it just adds so much enjoyment to your crafting when you can work with a kit. So this is a trend that I feel like has been around for a long time. It's nothing new. And I just feel like it's just become something that is true, that we all love, and is just really going to, I think, be around for a long time. So I had so much fun coloring this little guy in. I just wanted to use just some really simple coloring here. Just did a little bit of cool grays for the darker areas of the penguin. And now I just wanted to do a little bit of a kind of an icy blue color to go along with this penguin for my little kind of wintry scene that I'm going to be creating in my little globe, in my focal point for my window. I also wanted to do a little bit of red. So I'm kind of going for that gray, blue, red color scheme here that I just thought would be really perfect for winter. So I always go in when I do my Copic coloring. This is just my way, and there's 100 different ways of coloring with Copics, and I am not a professional, but this works for me. I usually start with my lighter color and I go in and drop in a little bit of a darker color, and then I blend it back out again with the lighter or a medium tone. And you can just see here how that just adds a little bit of depth to that little heart in that way, to the gray areas, also to the little orange areas where I added some darker orange to the beak with that lighter orange. And I will make sure that when I have the blog post linked up here, that the Copic colors that I used are in that blog post if you're curious about what marker colors I used. Although I do think I did show on the caps there for the most part which markers I'm using here from my Copic stash. So I'm just going to finish up the little scarf and toque here with a little bit of darker blue just to create that little shadow again. I colored up that little gift off camera, and now I'm just going to go ahead and take some low tack tape and of course the coordinating dies from that kit. So it's so awesome that the kit contains the dies to cut out virtually every one of the images that are part of the different stamp sets. Now I'm going to take some double-sided tape, and I have cut 2 pieces of acetate just a little bit smaller than my A2 size card base, about 1/4 of an inch smaller. And what I'm going to do is put that double-sided tape on 3 sides, leaving the top of the acetate open. And I am going to use that opening to put some glitter that's just going to kind of create the little wintry feel to my project. So once I take the backer off of that adhesive, I will be ready to put this together. I'm going to just put a little bit of adhesive on the acetate to hold my little penguin and my little gift in place. And what I did was I also die cut out just a plain white cardstock penguin and gift, and I did adhere that to the back of those pieces as well, so that when you see through those pieces on the back side, it's just nice and clean. You don't see the Copic marker coloring on the back of the cardstock. Now here you can just see I've got my 2 pieces of acetate adhered together. I'm just taking a little bit of Gina K Prismatic glitter, and that's the frozen, and I'm going to just shake that together inside of that pouch and get that moving around in the pouch. And eventually I will adhere the top of that acetate shut once all of the components of my card are put together. Now I'm going to add a little bit of that double-sided adhesive on the outside, on the front of that acetate pouch as well. And then I will take the backer off of that. I will close the card front over top and seal that those pieces together there. So I'm not sure if I show putting the bottom strip of double-sided adhesive down, but I do put 3 strips of double-sided adhesive there on the sides and the bottom. And there you can just see that I'm going to seal that up for now in that way, and then that's just going to create that part. Now I die cut out another piece of cardstock, an A2 size piece of cardstock with that window shape in it as well, to cover in the back side of the card so that it's just all nice and clean. And then in a bit you'll see that I cover over the back of the penguin and the present on the outside of the globe. Now what I'm going to do is take that extra piece of cardstock from the cutout of cutting out that window, and I'm going to take the 2 little snowflake dies from that penguin stamp set, and I'm going to stamp them with embossing powder all over this extra window offcut. And I'm just using my Crop and Create stamp block here to stamp these out with my sticky embossing powder. You can't see the ink, or I should say the sticky embossing ink, not powder. You can't see the ink on there, but you will be able to see it a little bit more once I put my white embossing powder over top. And that's going to stick to that sticky ink. And now I'm just going to take my heat tool and melt all of those different areas with that snowflake stamped on it with the embossing powder, and that's just going to reveal some really nice white shiny snowflakes. Next I'm going to take some Gina K inks. This is in the navy, and I'm also going to be using powder blue. I'm using a Gina K blending brush. So I'm taking my Gina K blending brush and I'm just blending on some of the beautiful in the navy ink. And as I'm blending on that beautiful blue ink, you can just see the snowflakes are going to pop up there. The white embossing powder just shows through that blue ink. And then I will take a piece of paper towel after and I will wipe over top of that embossing ink and just reveal those nice bright white snowflakes. This is the Gina K powder blue, and I'm just blending a little bit of that onto the top. We'll just get this nice gradation of color in that way. I'm taking a little bit of white paint and I'm going to just splatter that over top, and that's just going to fill in the areas where there aren't any snowflakes on that piece. And I love how this turns out. It kind of has a little bit of a distress look to it, which I absolutely love. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of that. I'm going to place it into that window opening, and then I will flip that onto the back of the card, or I should say the inside of the card. And that's just going to be the perfect placement on the inside of the card. It's going to provide a backdrop for that little scene on the front. I really like how that works out, and it's just really easy to do. So that's all finished. Now I'm going to take one of the other stamp sets from the kit. This sentiment says merry and bright. I love that. I'm going to stamp that out with some black VersaFine ink onto some white cardstock. And I'm going to take one of the dies from one of Gina's master layout sets. This is Master Layouts 5. Love Gina's master layout dies. They are fantastic. And I've die cut out the sentiment with that die. Now I've stamped out some of the other little stamps from the penguin stamp set, and I'm going to just use these as embellishments. So some of them I stamped in the navy blue, and some I stamped in Copic friendly ink so that I could color them in. And here you can just see I've got all of these little bits now as little embellishments for my card. I love those the dies in a kit for that purpose. There are so many different ways you can use those, and of course you just get all of these really great embellishments. So here I'm just taking one of those snowflake stamps from the set, and I'm just going to take my powder blue. I think I used powder blue here for this, and I'm just going to go ahead and stamp just a few extra little snowflakes in the white area on the front of my card, just to add a little bit more detail. This is totally optional. I just thought that looked really super sweet and just added a little bit of extra oomph to the card. And here you can just see my idea for the design for those little embellishment pieces, the little die cut pieces that I stamped and die cut out. This was just sort of like the general idea that I was going for. And I like how that looks. I love the color combination of the blue and the red. I think it just looks really wintry and pretty. And here you can just see I've got all of those stuck down with a little bit of foam adhesive, some glue dots, just to keep those in place on the front of my card. Now I'm going to use a little bit of Gina K Iridescent Glitz Glitter Gel to add a little extra something on the card as well. This is going to go in between the little snowflakes that I did stamp out, and this is the Twinkle Twinkle background stencil from Honeybee Stamps that I'm using here with my Nuvo spatula, and then of course the Gina K Iridescent Glitz Glitter Gel. So beautiful. I love this product, and it dries super fast. And you can just see the extra little bit of dimension and interest that adds to the front of my card. And of course, this is going to be a holiday theme card, so all the glitter is even better. So I'm going to add a little bit of Christmas red stickles here to the card, which I think looks so pretty. I'm also going to add some ice blue stickles to the middle of the snowflakes on my card as well. And that's just going to finish those little snowflakes off beautifully. And I just love all of the sparkle with the glitter inside of the little pouch for my window and my card, all of the little stickle elements, just all of the little glitter bits, the Glitz Glitter Gel, just so pretty and so festive, and a really perfect card for the holidays. I absolutely love working with kits. I can't reiterate that enough. It's just such a fun way to create. You've just got all that you need basically in that kit to create tons of different types of projects. And I do find that the Gina K Designs kits are just amazing. And so I had so much fun working with this Joyful Holiday kit, and I hope you enjoyed watching me create this project. And definitely check out the different places where you can find really fun kits, and definitely check out Scrapbook and Cards Today kits. They have amazing scrapbooking kits and all different types of kit type products that you can grab that make creating so much fun. Thank you so much for joining me today for another episode of Try Trendy and True. I will see you soon. Take care. Stay well. Bye-bye.